REEBA radio interview, Sunday the 12th of February.
Good afternoon, good afternoon. We have Tasha Ann in the calling right now. Can you hear me, Shan?
Hello, good afternoon, Rijole. I can hear you.
Good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm also joined on the call with my regional REEBA ambassador, the youth ambassador.
All right, so you have the REEBA team with you. How have you been following the conversation? How are you finding it so far?
We've just been having our own meeting before we called up. We just caught the tail end of your last caller, Zoe. So, but we want...
What would you like to say that in regards to relationships and how relationships, especially if the place for Prince Charming, leading children angry and confused, and also are our business, our relationship, our children's business as well? What do you think of that?
Oh, this is rocky grounds here. In terms of our children's businesses are our business. On some level, it is, because whatever you do as a parent, it's going to affect your child on some level. So I do believe in including children in the know-how of, with things, what's happening on the level that's understandable for them, with things that directly concern them. With certain things like adult stuff that doesn't need to be around a child or they don't need to know of, then, you have time and then you have wisdom and discernment of when you should and shouldn't discuss certain things with a child. And lastly, your other question, I think advise parents really to keep bringing their child around new relationships so quickly, as children get very attached and very involved. And I know of people personally where the child has been diagnosed with attachment disorder, where because they're so used to being passed around from care home system to care home system, from being around different, not having stability, and how that led to that situation in the first place, from being exposed to different partners. So I can see where it can later on lead to and escalate. And that particular child in question is, uncontrollable now, especially in school, has no respect for authority, never feels stable where they are, and finally had to leave.
Have you worked with children in this situation?
I have as well. I have, as you know, I do work in schools as well, as a teaching assistant and with sign language. Most of my children are deaf, so most of them I do sign language with. But there are times when I will work in a hearing school, and I have witnessed on many occasions, situations like that. And it's quite disheartening because at the time, you're not always fully aware of why the child is acting up. You just see the results of the child acting up. So it's so easy just to class that child as rude or disruptive. But it's only when you learn to take the time out to understand children, speak with them in the playground, learn to understand what's causing this, you start seeing there's hidden issues here that we're not aware of as a teacher or a teaching assistant. And it's much deeper.
How do we intervene without being so intrusive? What do you say?
Say that again, sorry. All I heard was intrusive.
How do we intervene, we as teachers and educators and people, anyone working in school, how can we have a positive impact or improve the situation without being too intrusive?
Right. That's a good question. I think just knowing each child, everyone is different. Some children will feel easily more embarrassed or like you're trying to be intrusive and get in their business. I think it's about knowing when to approach a child. I think that's really, really crucial. Knowing the right timing as well, when to speak with them, and making sure you've got a certain level of relationship with a child, because not all children are necessarily just going to open up to you just because you're an adult, and they might even see you as an outsider or an enemy and not want to speak with you anyway. But when because I'm one of those fun type of teachers. I'm the one that's in the playground dancing with the children and having fun and playing in their games with them. But then when it comes back to the classroom, I'm serious and it's about work now. So I'm one of those fun ones. So they easily come up to me and want to speak with me and let me do their hair or do my hair, and we have fun. And so sorry?
So the children open up.
Yeah, exactly. They've got that level of bond and trust with me to want to come to me anyway. And there's certain teachers that they don't want to share that with because they don't have that certain level of bond and relationship with the child. So I think it's up for us, you know, as us as adults and teachers and teaching assistants, to learn to take time out for children, understand each child, what makes them tick, when will be a good time to approach them and how to approach them, and go at their pace, at their level, you know. And I think sometimes it's good when parents can be involved, so that the parent don't feel like you're trying to discuss business behind their back with their child, because that can get really messy.
And also, teachers have gone into trouble for very, not for things like that, but for all the things that are.
Yes, you have to be very mindful, because you can come from the best place in the world with the best intentions ever, but it can so easily be misconstrued. So it's about approach and if you've got that relationship with that child or not. Because I have parents that have bought me presents at the end of term and then be like, oh, you know, miss, my child wanted to get you something. You've been the best. Thank you so much. And, you know, because I built that rapport with them. You know, if I see them in the playground on their own, I'm going to make sure they're included. You know, so it's not just about coming there and getting paid and then going. It's not about that. It's about building a personal relationship with the children and trying to add to their future and be the best that you can be around them. Because children are amazing. They're the ones with, you know, the ideas that flourish in abundance. They're the ones that adults haven't got the chance to fully correct them yet, so that they think so big. They're always dreaming. You know, anything is possible with children. They're my favorite. They're forever dreaming and just go for it. And I wish a lot of adults can take on certain qualities of childlike attributes and learning just to dream big and go for whatever you want. So children can be so amazing. They just got to be in the right environment with the right loving people with the right intentions.
So Shan, so can you share with us how you project that personality of yours outside of the school? Tell us what you do.
What I do to protect the what outside my school, sorry? The phone is cutting up.
What you do to project that energy, that to keep those things, those doors open for communication between either young people or young children or adults.
I just think being present and knowing that a child can easily approach you, how your face is, says it all. Because I do sign language and I feel like our body language will give off a lot of our energy without having to use words. Children will, you know, subconsciously pick up on things like that. And, you know, depending on how your demeanor is, how you come across, mostly works out depending if the child feels comfortable to approach you or not in the first place. Like, I'm not going to go up to him, miss, because look at his face. It's always screwed up or whatever. So a child is not silly. They're very switched on and clued up. Debo, what are your thoughts on that?
Oh, thank you for bringing me in.
It's okay. Debo. Debo's our REEBA youth ambassador. So he's the youth ambassador.
Okay. All right. Hey, I hear you very far. You have to get yourself very close to the phone. Hello?
Yes, speak into the mic. Come close.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Perfect.
Yes, I can hear you. Okay, great. So thank you anyway for bringing me in, Shay. It's a pleasure. I agree on some of the things that you said, pretty much everything actually. Body language speaks a lot, and it's like being open and accommodating and building that rapport with children, adults as well, different people, just being that kind of person. So I guess it's in your being.
Yeah.
Are you a young person yourself? Yes, I am. I'm relatively young. I'm actually 23 years of age. 23? Oh, excellent. We have a young person in the show.
What?
People listening, yes.
Yes, our future.
So what do you do? Do you work with young people yourself? What do you do? How do you do it? I've worked in different schools. I've been a mentor in a primary school and also a secondary school. So I've done those sort of things, but at the moment I'm a student. So yeah, I've had a hand in mentoring with young people. And right now I'm working with it so far. What has the experience been? Oh, it's been great. It's just get better and better because it feels really good when you can do a lot for other people. But it's a really good feeling. Okay, have you had the chance to experience any child affected by relationships at home? Relationships, sorry? If you've been anger or confusion due to the fact of a new member added to the family in terms of a new father, a new mother?
Not really, not so much. I've just worked in nothing of that sort, actually, to be honest.
So you're quite okay. You're still young in the field. But I was listening to the other caller. She was saying, Zoe, how she's worked with parents that have experienced similar situations to her. And you as a young person, do you have any friends that have gone through turbulence in their lives due to the fact that they've been a bit, or they felt a bit neglected having another, for their parents having another person into their life?
I'd say yes and no, partly because I have been dating someone that was that sort of felt that neglect and sort of thing. If that's relevant, but at the same time, not necessarily with a child. So I guess it's a different dynamic.
I think it's very disruptive, you know, when parents just continuously bring different people around children, you know, without any certain time frame in between, and it's very confusing.
Because I'm going to have someone else, a social worker as well, and his work is kind of very status within the Haringey area. You know, Haringey is being notorious for Chinese left and social services issues, you know, Victoria Clean and other high profile child abuse cases. This is going to be called in the shoreline. And this show, Victoria Clean, is not only about the negative, but also about how can we empower parents that are going through these situations and you don't have a clue, they don't know where to start or who to speak to. How can we empower them?
Well, that leads us on to perfectly with why we're calling in. As you're aware, I'm the founder of the REEBA Awards, which stands for Regional Entrepreneurs Empowerment Business Awards. It's a business and empowerment awards that takes place in Canary Wharf every September on a 5-star luxury yacht. We open it to adults and also to the youth. I specifically have our youth ambassador calling in because of the type of show that you represent, Rijole. And I'm pleased to have you be a proud REEBA winner yourself last year as well. Congratulations. Well done, well done. And do you know what? I think REEBA Awards is serving such an amazing purpose. And me and Debo was talking off air as well. And we're saying that we really need to start empowering our youth much more and stop focusing on so much all the negative that's going on. You know, there's so many youth that's doing amazing, that's sitting on their talent. And they need to be around the right sort of people to help bring those talents and skills out of them and to just showcase and highlight the amazing things that the youth are doing. Our youth are fantastic. They are our future. So, you know, Debo and the rest of the youth ambassadors this year, we've come together and we're really serious because every year we have the young mayor that comes and awards the youth. But our nominations are open. So if you want to nominate a youth that you know is doing fantastic in the community, please visit our website, which is www.reebaawards.com. REEBA is spelled REEBA. We really just want to be able to shine the light on those hidden gems that are out there and just give them that encouragement, that recognition to say, well done, I see you. Keep on keeping on. Because if we keep cultivating and encouraging the youth to continue with the goodness that they're doing, guess what? They're going to start producing more good fruits because that's where the focus is at. There's a saying, where the attention goes, the energy flows. Attention goes, the energy flows. So let's put our attention on the good things that our youth are doing. Encourage them to keep on keeping on. Debo?
Yes, certainly. You couldn't have put it any better. I'm the youth ambassador. My name's Debo. And what we do is all about empowering, supporting the young people. They have all of the potential. It's just to bring it out of them. And exactly. And I think that the recognition is really so meaningful. It helps them to
believe in themselves and keep going.
Grow, to develop, and it's about the right environment, having the right people so they can grow, so they can nurture their talent their abilities, their leadership, whatever it is that they have. Because they will have something special.
Alright, thank you very much, Debo and Jay. So check out the REEBA Awards website. If you guys want to also online, go on the Facebook Live and click the name of the site so people can check it out and also check the nominees as well. And also maybe just contribute and sponsor the event. So thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much for having us.
And have a lovely Sunday. And I'm giving you Celia Cruz and
event. So thank you very much for calling, and
Thank you very much for having us.
thank you very much, and have a lovely Sunday. And now I'm leaving you with Celia Cruz and Kimbara.
REEBAawards.com